To help bring quality medical care to eastern Taiwan, the Tzu-Chi Foundation built the Hualien Tzu-Chi Hospital 30 years ago. However, shortage of staff was always a problem. Also, due to underdevelopment, young people in eastern Taiwan had few opportunities in terms of getting an education or finding a job in the area. To tackle all these problems, Tzu-Chi decided to open up a nursing school and then subsequently a college of medicine to train nurses and doctors. Now the nursing school has become the Tzu-Chi University of Science and Technology, while the College of Medicine has become the Tzu-Chi University.
没什么事，点滴没了，好，待会过去哦。
A nurse must be trained medically, but should also be able to empathize with his or her patients. A firm grip can help settle the patient's worries. A nurse's job is stressful and backbreaking. Training one is not easy, especially in eastern Taiwan's Hualien.
那只是说有些好，我先接下电话了，不好意思。好，拜拜。
Now the head nurse of Mennonite Christian Hospital's ER department, Jin Xuezhen first enrolled in the Tzu-Chi College of Nursing in 1990, for there were not too many options for a junior high school graduate in Hualien.
我姑姑他们那个年代。
Back in my aunt's era, going to a nursing school meant traveling far, either to northern or southern Taiwan.
可能北部啦、南部啦。
Students back then still enrolled in the program, but without ample financial assistance. The tuition was still a burden to most students and their families.
Though Jin's home was financially stable, she almost couldn't graduate.
在专三的时候，我快要没有办法，就是缴学费。
By the third year, I almost couldn't pay my tuition. My mom had to go ask for help from my big aunt very nicely, so I could continue my schooling. By the fourth year, and I have God to thank for this, the government program came through, so I applied immediately. What was wonderful was that I also could apply for some scholarships.
学校好棒，在那个 timing， 我还可以去领取一些奖学金这样子。
The government subsidy program inside the private school was the first of its kind in Taiwan. To help with its students' career placement, the school also helped the students get their certificates, for the school was founded to bring opportunity to students of eastern Taiwan. But for the indigenous students who need additional help, a better system had to be established.
Indigenous students live here mostly in the east. Due to the urban-rural gap in educational resources, they are at a disadvantage when subjected to the national entrance exam system. This was why we went to the Ministry of Education to ask for special enrollment specifically for indigenous students, and thus started our indigenous student program.
The school was established in 1989 to also help the shortage of nurses in eastern Taiwan. As of 2006, a nurse here was responsible for 103 patients. But back in 1981, there was only one nurse for every 1,871 patients. Due to the high workload and remote location, the turnover rate of nurses was always high here.
那当时一个病房大概有。
Back then, about half of our nurses from one ward would leave. And when they do, our new nurses with just a year of experience became seniors.
要带新人。
A proper education is the only way to provide quality workers. Now, the Tzu-Chi College of Nursing has become Tzu-Chi University of Science and Technology and trains students from all over the world.
I come from Malaysia.
Saya datang dari Malaysia.
To train more doctors, the Tzu-Chi College of Medicine was founded in 1994. Now, the Tzu-Chi University, for 20 years, these Tzu-Chi schools have trained numerous doctors and nurses, who are now safeguarding patients all across Taiwan.